if I'm playing and I see people dance, then my mind go back to Africa, you know, original, where I see in the forest where we play and different things happen, all those spiritual dance, and you see people dancing of different movements, and you're thinking, wow, this one must be dealing with spirit or something, you know? So you're always thinking different. You're looking at the people you're playing, your mind is taking you, you're seeing different people doing different actions, it take you back to Africa. Furunkame temone baila, tendum baba banta mone banta, baba banta, bade mankewo, ketangali wulta lenjendona. Furunkame temone baila, tendum baba banta mone banta, tambo sembe, mako sembe wo, kebalu bente ye munko mundo. Tambo sembe, mako sembe wo, kebalu bente ye munko mundo. Ketangali wo, he ngali wo, sabariba. My name is Ibrahima King Marong, all the way from the Gambia, West Africa, born in a coastal village called Barikoo, Wasulunkunda. When I was young and how I get into more playing, you know, because we have a small drum and dance group where we play together with family group. We all play from, you know, girls and boys. We have the boys will be the drummer, and you get the girls dancing, and you get a couple of boys joining them to dance as well. So remembering that rhythms we used to play, we go out mostly to people's place and rove around with a thing with a mask on, you know. So we go around to people during Christmas and we play a lot. And we play rhythms like Gese, which is a 4/4 simple rhythm, which goes like this. We sing songs, different songs, you know. I'll just give a sample of a song that we sing, you know. When Gambia, Gambia, River Gambia, me no sabi swim water, they tell me go. Gambia, me no sabi swim water, they tell me go. Gambia, Gambia, River Gambia, me no sabi swim water, they tell me go. Gambia, me no sabi swim water, they tell me go. Gambia, me no sabi swim water, they tell me go. As well, I remember, you know, when we go to different villages play and see a band play, you know, the next morning I remember everything. I just wake up and I have a big oil can in front of me. As soon as from my bed I run outside and I just go trying to play and remember all those rhythms that I see the day before. And then go to school, and then, you know, as soon as I get into the school, but when we're in the classroom, you know, when the teacher goes out for a little bit, and then we're there, and I tell my friends, you know, let's play some rhythm together on the table. I know this rhythm, and they play different. I give them all different parts, and they start to play on their tables as well. So they play, we play different. As soon as the teacher comes, we stop. Drum is the sound that is very loud in Africa. That a lot of people listen to the sound, because if something happens, we can't call each other and say this is what happening. So a lot of people listen to the sound of a drum. You play something sweet, you know, something that people know and people dance to, you know, rhythm that people dance to. So as soon as you start to play, people will follow you around the village. So it's like, you know, you play the drum, people follow you, and then you stop, you tell them the news. So people listen to the news through the drums. I remember learning how to play drum. It's not just go and sit there and to play the drum, no. You watch and learn, and it's like a film for you. You photograph all that memory, and you go out there and you have to work on it yourself. You don't have to work where people are. No, you gotta listen to what the elders are saying, not just the drum, because they talk about it. So they play the drum, you watch what they do, and then you listen to the history as well of what is behind every rhythm. So you can't just play the rhythm and you don't know the history behind the rhythm. It's not something that is recorded in a cassette. It's all in the mind. So, and when we lose one elder, we lose history. So that's how it goes. So going through remembering how to learn, you learn to play, but you don't learn. You learn by yourself that you go watch people every day. I go to different tribes. I go and stand there. You watch what they do and how they say it with their mouth, because every rhythm, if you can play it, you can say it with your mouth. So you have to remember the way they arrange it. And then if you want to be the solo, then that's your own inspiration to be a soloist. But the main thing you learn is the basic rhythm. Every rhythm is got an introduction to go into the rhythm, and you get the main part, and you got a couple of parts, so everybody can play different thing that goes together, and then the bass man playing the bass and the rhythm, and you get people playing the bells, and everything add up together. So that's there. But the other energy, that's the vision we're talking about now, like how you trying to think about things. That's the solo's job, because then that's when you come in to have the photograph memory in your mind, because I'm the soloist. I have to think about the vision, because you play, sometimes you don't have even somebody dancing, but you're playing, so you have to have a vision in your mind. You can see somebody way back, when you play that rhythm, you can see all your dances, so you can imitate those dances and just clearly play rhythm to that. You're thinking, oh, this is like when we play in Africa and we have all these dancers dancing, and this is, I have to do this sort of sign for them to change their movement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a little bit like this. You don't remember those things until you play that kind of rhythm, and then that takes you to that journey. So if you're playing every rhythm, that takes you to different journey, This song is a traveler song. I'm a traveler. I came here from different country. I live here. But I make songs, through my journey, like saying, different things. I sing Tumaranke, Tumaranke amanyinde, Tumaranke, Tumaranke amanyinde, Tumaranke, Tumaranke amanyinde, Tumaranke Tumaranke amanyinde, Tumaranke, Tumaranke amanyinde, Tumaranke. What I'm playing with my hand was not a big problem, because that come naturally. I don't have to remember those things. Only thing I have to remember is the mentors I have, my heroes, the people that I like when they play, watching them play. Those are the people I pay attention to than what I have to play, basically, because my hands used to they play. It's natural feel, so I got the groove going. But that's natural for me to, the inspiration would come. But that's when I'm playing mainly, I don't have to think about what is coming. Only thing I can think of is about how to get those, remembering those people. The move, it's got to be in a moment, so you got to remember them in time of that tempo going. You remember in that sort of feature in front of you and playing. The hand will never go out of the beat. The hand is just, if I'm playing a rhythm, like I'm talking to you, we can say, like, for example, I'm going like this, I can talk, I can remember a lot of different things, like we're talking and I'm telling you stories about different things, so I'm used to playing, because the hand is, it's used to play the drums, the hand, so the mind is free. I can feel myself in Australia here, like my connection to the people here, giving my history, giving my culture. So I have to tell them the whole story about this song. It's not just the drum. So I remember, because that's taking me from my zone, it's taking me back, way back, when the real person actually telling me this story, I still remember members, my hero. When I play music, I still, some rhythms there when I play, I remember him as well. And a lot of different heroes that I have from my journey of music. Well, the music I'm bringing to the people is from different culture, and I'm teaching people about, my cultural music, and not just even my tribe, but educating them about different tribes, teaching them not just the drum, but it's the drum that makes us connect. So giving them the whole idea of what the music is all about, and it's just about the community and bringing people together. I reckon if I'm not playing music, it'll be very frustrated for me, really, especially my drum, because it's like, I can't go by the day without looking at it. I remember when I was a kid, we started to play drums like with these ones. We can't afford to buy the drums, but we got the oil cans and we can afford the skins. And we put the traditional clothes around it, which just goes all over the body. And that's when we put the skin on top. And this goes on top of that. And that's our drum. And